Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. It's Tony with you once again from Master of the 80s. Yes, I know I've not put many videos out recently. I've been up to other things and all shall tell soon what I've been up to. But I've picked a few things up. There's a few things come in. There's a few things I want to talk about. So I will be uploading a few videos in the up and coming days. But the first one I wanted to go through was some VHS titles I picked up. In the last week or so, I have picked some really good ex-rental VHS titles up. Now, for you guys that are in the UK, and maybe you guys that are in the US as well, I'm not 100% sure, but definitely here in the UK, there is an app that you can put on your phone called Vinted. And Vinted predominantly originally started to sell second-hand clothes, vintage clothes. That's the way I dress, that's the things I buy. I buy vintage clothing. And over the sort of last 12 months, more and more people have started to post other things for sale on Vinted. And lo and behold, there are now VHS sellers on there. And you can get a really good deal, you can get a bargain. Unlike eBay, where there are seller's fees and things like that, the good thing with Vinted, there's nothing. There is no seller's fee. So the price of things are reflected to sell, other than being overinflated like they are on eBay, just for people to try and recoup some of that money that they've got to pay out in charges, in eBay fees. So you can get some absolute bargains through Vinted. So I suggest looking for a lot of things on there. I mean, I buy a lot of clothes, I'm finding a lot of Blu-rays on there, I'm finding a hell of a lot of VHS tapes on there now, and there's all kinds on there, so it's definitely worth a look. Again, for you guys that are in the US, I'm not 100% sure if Vinted's out there. I think it is. Have a look. It's as good as anywhere to find a bargain, and definitely you will find more old school kind of things on there with it being a vintage site. So that being said, I picked up 3 ex-rental VHSs. All 3 ex-rental films are all 3 films that I like. 2 of them I was sort of like dumbstruck to find them on there, and to get them for the money that I got them for was phenomenal. So there's 3 titles, all 3 titles came from the same seller, and every title was 99 pence, which is fucking brilliant. There is a postage fee, but the postage fee was only £2.29 for all 3 titles. So it took the whole deal just over £5, call it £5.20, easy reckoning. You can't go wrong for that. You know what I mean? It's a bargain in anybody's book. So the first title we'll have a look at, and for some reason I don't own a version of this at all. I don't know why. It's definitely got a DVD out in the UK. There's definitely no Blu-ray of it at all. And I don't know why I don't own the DVDs. It's a bit weird because I love the film. This is an ex-rental of Airheads. This was a point of time when Brendan Fraser really could do no wrong. The stuff that he was turning out at this point was just brilliant. When you look back at his back catalogue of work, it is extremely good. Yeah, it started to peter off a little bit with some of the stuff that he did, but the guy was a bit of a powerhouse at the time. This and The Mummy, California Man, there was or Encino Man if you're in the States. Loads of really good films sort of through the 90s, early 2000s, and this is one of them. You know what I mean? I'm not the biggest Adam Sandler fan at all. Steve Buscemi, I can take him or leave him, but Brendan Fraser, good. But put them all 3 together in this film, and it is extremely good. It's a good time. Nice to find it on an ex-rental. It's in pretty good condition, to be fair. A little bit faded on the spine, but that's always to be expected with these. It's still got the nice sticker there, so it was buy this title for $9.99 or $1.99 a night to rent. There's the tape. Mold free, in good condition. Someone could have rewound it though. Well, hey ho. So that was Airheads. Next one is a real favourite of mine. I own this multiple formats. I have multiple posters for it. And not that long back, I got the Kino Blu-ray of it. And the Kino Blu-ray looks fantastic. It's the best of the film that it's ever looked. But there was one massive problem with the Kino release, and it was the shitty artwork. That artwork does not reflect this film in any way, shape or form, but the film is The Time Guardian. Great sci-fi film. There we go, that's what it should look like. So if any of you guys have seen my poster collection, you'll know I've got this in a one sheet, I've got this in an A2 video shop poster, I've got a German release of this. I adore this film. This was one that I rented many times back in the day from our local video shop. Not that it stands out in any way that it's a fantastic film. It just was one of those films at the time when it came out. It was a PG, and my video shop was really on top with what they'd rent you. And I couldn't get, being 13-14 years old, the guy that ran the particular video shop was a real stiffler for how old you were, and it was a thing with him that he knew how old I was and wouldn't let me rent any 15 or 18 films at that particular time. So I was up to the PG category, so sort of being 14 years old, through this one particular video shop, and this was the one that I went back to on a regular basis. I watched it for the first time, and it was a complete blind watch. I knew nothing about it, but he said it had Carrie Fisher in it, so I thought, well, it must be pretty good that it's got Carrie Fisher in it. Carrie Fisher's in it for about 5 minutes, if that. And what happens to Carrie Fisher is that she becomes immobilised, she can't move. So for the 5 or 10 minutes that you see her in this film, she's just fucking sat on the floor doing nothing. You know what I mean? I think they just shoehorned her in there just to say she was in. But it is a really good sort of time travel, time jump kind of film. So these guys are from the future, they're fighting a time war with these dudes up here. And they jump at this particular time. Everyone jumps into the present, but when they jump into the present, they're in the outback of Australia. This is an Australian sci-fi film. And you think, Australian sci-fi, you don't really put those two together. You're right, you don't. And it shouldn't really work. But it's quite charming. It's cheesy, but it's quite charming. The effects are good in it for the time. This was an under the radar kind of film. It's not one that everyone knew. I can talk about this film to numerous people, and most people haven't a fucking clue what I'm talking about. But those that know probably know. It's a really enjoyable film, and when this popped up on a big X rental, I was all over it. And again, 99 pence. Now what gets me with this one and in the box is that at some point in time, HMV, unbeknown to me, I didn't know this was a thing through HMV, sold X rental videotapes for $2.99. So if you can see that, I mean, if it'll focus, I don't remember that at all. I mean, I'd have been all over that at that time. $2.99 for X rental tapes, yes sir. But no, I didn't know anything about it. But that is quite cool that HMV were selling X rental tapes at some point. Whatever library this came from, it's got the barcode on the back, so they were scanning it in and out. And same on the tape. The tape's got the barcode on as well, so they were barcoding in and out. This was a Guild Home video release. There's the tape. It's not in the original box. That's the only annoying thing. But hey ho, for 99 pence, you know what I mean? What can you say? The inlay's been cut down as well. But I have multiples of this. They're in really good condition, so I'll just switch it out. I can't tell you why it's been cut down unless it's been in a different box at some time and someone trimmed it. I'm not sure. But that's Time Guardian. Now the good thing with Time Guardian was it did have a plethora of decent actors in it. So like I say, it had Carrie Fisher in it, who had obviously been in Star Wars. I think that's why they shoehorned her into this. Dean Stockwell as well. So Dean Stockwell, you'll know as Al from Quantum Leap. He plays like a mad professor in this, who's on like the good guy side. He has a smaller cameo in this. He's in it for about 10 minutes as well. And the girl down the bottom here, I can never remember her name, is Nikki Coghill, Australian actress. I think she was brought in as the eye candy. And the main guy who plays the main part, again I can't think of his goddamn name. It is Tom Burlinson. I'm trying to think of the film that he was in. Man from Snowy River, if you know that film. Again, this is a great film. If you've never seen it, definitely give it a watch if you're a sci-fi fan. Excuse me. Again, that's the crappy Kino artwork, but you see what I mean? I mean that I don't even know what he's holding there. It's not even in the film. You know what I mean? It looks nothing like him. The aliens look nothing like the aliens. Someone just went nuts with that artwork, but the artwork's crap. But if you check the backs, it does give you a broad spectrum of the film, and it is good. It is good. So that was a great little find for 99p. I love that film. And finally, for the three films that I picked up, this one's an absolute fucking banger, and it's on an early entertainment in video tape as well, which this would have been a preset as well. It's had some stickers stuck on it, so it was classified as a PG at the time. And that is Metal Storm: The Destruction of Jared Singh. Man, this is a fucking great cheesy sci-fi film. Absolutely phenomenal film if you've never seen this. This is up there with the likes of Space Hunter. Those kinds of films. I mean, it's bloody brilliant. Again, dead cheesy, dead over the top, dead crap practical effects. Costumes look like they've been made out of washing up liquid bottles. No real attention to detail, but my god, is it a good film. It's absolutely phenomenal. Why there's an 18 sticker on the front of this, I've no fucking idea, because it's a PG. But this is a pre-cert, so these stickers have been stuck on afterwards, because there would have been no certification on this film at that particular time. And anybody knows the British home video stuff is about the pre-certs always go for more money in the UK, ex-rental. But the certification law came in and they had to start putting certificates on them. But to find this tape, I was overjoyed with, as I nearly throw the damn thing out. Again, if you've never seen Metal Storm, it's definitely out there on Blu-ray. It's not out in the UK, but I'm 100% sure that someone in the US put this out. I'm 100% sure they did. This film has got probably 88 films written all over it. I would love 101 to do something with this. I think 101 could do it to nice box set treatment over here. You know what I mean? I think one of those kind of companies, would Arrow pick something like this? I'm not 100% sure. But 88 putting things out like the Eliminators and stuff like that. So if they could do those kinds of films, then I think they could do Metal Storm the justice that it needs. And again, 101 could probably do it. But I'm 100% sure this was turned out by somebody in the US, and I really can't think who the hell it was now off the top of my head. But again, it's a great little film. It's one of those films that was a cash-in from Star Wars, like a lot of this sci-fi stuff from the sort of like early to mid 80s. Everyone wanted a slice of that Star Wars money, and people were making these kind of films all over. And this is the kind of stuff I gravitated to, the sort of more serious, hardcore sci-fi films. I never really went anywhere near. I've seen them, but I never really went anywhere near this kind of stuff. Oh my god, I was all over it. You know what I mean? It just did everything for me. It was cheesy, it was schlocky, it was bags of fun, you could laugh at it in places. I just fucking lapped it up, it was great. So to find a couple of films like this on big X rental VHSs is a nice nostalgia kicker for me, you know what I mean? It does take me back to those heavy days of being in the video shop and trying to choose something. So yeah, so they were the three that I picked up. Again, all three were found on Vinted. 99p each from the same seller, and then £2.29 shipping, which was brilliant. You know what I mean? It took about 3 or 4 days to get here. So we'll go through them again. I got Airheads. Everyone loves Airheads. Time Guardian. Again, brilliant sci-fi film if you've never seen it. And the absolute banger that is Metal Storm, The Destruction of Jared Singh. Again, if you've never seen any of these films, check them out. You will enjoy them. They're absolutely fantastic films, and I'm really, really pleased to own these on X-Rental VHS now. So again, guys, thank you everybody that's been tuning in recently. The numbers have been doing well. Thank you for everybody that's been subscribing at the moment. My subscribers are shooting up on a daily basis, and as of this video, I am 9 away from 1,000 subscribers. So come on, let's see if we can get me to 1,000 by the end of the month. I would love 1,000. Once I get to 1,000, I will do a video. I will do a one-off live stream, and I'll bring some of my friends on and off the live stream for a couple of hours, and we'll chat about shit. But we'll just have a little celebration to me to get to 1,000 subscribers, which is really, really good. And thank you guys for getting me this far. So take care, everybody. I'll see you all again soon. Bye bye.